Morning, guys. Okay, so this is going to be your maths for today. We're going to make use of the White Rose home learning site, as it says here. And today's topic, we'll be looking. So you might remember before we broke up for Christmas, we looked at the first quadrant, and you were plotting points. You remember your old along the corridor and up the stairs routine. So now we're going to look at the other three quadrants, so the 4 quadrants in total. All right. So open up a fresh tab. And you're going to want to search for White Rose Home Learning. As always, guys, pause these instructions whenever you like, carry out the steps, and then start the video again once you're there. So click the first search result, and funnily enough, we want Year 6. And from there, we want this one, Autumn Week 13, Geometry, Position, and Direction. Click that. And then this is the video that's going to help us today for quadrants, just like our task title. All right, so once you're ready, what's probably a good idea, have pen and paper ready to have a go at the questions as you go along, to try, the example questions. All right, so let's just have a look, see how that's going to work. So some of these are what she calls get ready questions. So those ones you can just try on a piece of paper, a bit like when we're in class, you maybe do these ones on a whiteboard, for example. But then as you go through, there are going to be times maybe where the narrator asks you to pause and think, and she'll ask you a question like, where do you think the next point would go logically? And then you can have a go at answering where these points are, for example. But at some point, then it's going to tell you to pause the video and have a go at questions 1 to 2 in your worksheet. So just shrink the video, come back to your worksheet, and your questions are waiting for you here. So you've got up to 6 pages here, because all the questions are spread out. So you've got there question 1, and you just have to plot the points. And there's question 2. What are the coordinates for each corner or vertex of these 2 squares, A and B? And you'd write them out here. For your work, in case you've forgotten, which I hope you haven't, if there's any writing to be done, then look up here. You've got your text tool available to you. Just click where you want to write, and you would just put in your coordinate that you want to put in. So that could, for example, could be -4, 3, close the brackets, couple of spaces, open brackets, and so on. If you need to do any drawing today, which I think you will, because some of these are going to ask you to plot points, then I would recommend using the pencil tool and maybe put it on one of the thinnest pencils. You can change color if you like, if that makes it easier for you. And then you'd plot the points. So if it needed to, for example, then I might put that dot there. I might need to put a dot here. Might need to put a dot there. This is not the answers, by the way. This is me just showing you. And if you need to draw lines, you could use the pencil tool again, or you can use the line tool. And again, you can change the color again if you want. But now that you know where it's supposed to go, I understand it's not going to be perfectly accurate, but we'll get the idea surely of what you meant. And then you could plot from point to point that you meant to. Okay, so that might be something that you need to do. If you make a mistake, then just always use the undo button at the top. Okay. And then other things you might need for today. That's just going to be writing. That one you're going to need the pencil and the line tool. This one, writing, you need, and then also on the last page, there's a few sort of extra challenges for you, getting a little bit more difficult with each one, just to test those brains of yours, okay? So I hope that all makes sense. Obviously, once you've answered questions 1 to 2, go back to the video, watch the rest, answer the questions as you go along. Eventually, and remember, you can watch that video as often as you like until you get the idea or understand what's happening, okay? Any problems, use the speech bubble tool, and we'll talk to you then. All right, guys, take care. Bye-bye.